Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. So we're going to be playing Battleground Convoy with my friend GZ. Let's go. Now it's been some time since I posted a Battleground Convoy video, and apologies for any noise in the background. My neighbour's kids are screaming and kicking balls against the fence out the back, and it's half term now, so I can't do anything about it. So you will probably have a lot of noise in the background in a few of my videos this week. So I'm going to apologise in advance for that. So I haven't played Battleground Convoy for quite some time, and I definitely haven't uploaded a video on it for a couple of weeks now, but I do still really love this mode. Even if you're losing, I still find this really fun. And last week I did manage to play a couple of matches with friends, so this one obviously was with GZ, and we've kind of taken separate ways in Battleground Convoy. We found that I'm kind of better with staying with the idol and pushing it, while he is better at attacking the enemy players on their own idol. So we kind of split up quite a bit now, and then come together when we need a little bit of support. So that's how we've been playing Battleground Convoy more recently. Now I was a little bit worried when we entered this match because there was a lot of players, as you can see from those wings, with decent sized wings in this match, and that can sometimes be really tricky when you are on obviously higher resonance. When you're facing people that are like 6k to 8k resonance and you're just 4 to 5k resonance yourself, not always the best position to be in, especially when they chase you like this dude right here. Yeah, a little bit tricky. And I don't know what is going on with Monk right now, but my phone doesn't seem to keep up with their movements at all, and they're kind of like 1 minute they're here, 1 minute they're there. I know that that's how Monk kind of plays because I've played it myself in the past. It was one of the first classes I actually played on my alt character, but it seems to be some amount of lag, so I can't always see their exact movements, which is a little bit frustrating. Now, as you can guess here, we did have some kind of buff from taking down the Guardian. So our team took down the first Guardian, and that gave us that buff with the resurrections, which I was quite grateful for here because it did mean that I could resurrect a lot quicker rather than having to wait for that cooldown. And obviously it means you get a longer kill streak as well, which is always nice. So you can see the kind of damage that we're taking here is quite harsh and pretty heavy hits from the enemy team, but also we've got some players on our team that are hitting hard to the enemy players. So we've actually managed to push the idol quite far already, but you can see it's already tracing back due to so many enemy teammates or enemy team players being on our idol, and I'm just trying to hold back and bandage as much as possible. I don't want to keep dying and obviously then have to wait to be resurrected at all, so try my best to support my team. And as you can see from my build here, I'm playing the Fire and Ice build, so got a little bit of CC in this build, a nice amount of burn, and my potency is just over 5k or just under 6k now. Potency is something that I worked on more recently, and my next secondary stat that I'm looking at is armor, as I think I've mentioned before, and obviously resistance as well. My resistance is kind of low because I only have 2 of the gems, so 2 topaz gems. Both of them are rank 8, so it's going to be a real slog to get my next one, or next 2 copies to rank 8, to then be able to upgrade one of them to rank 9, but it's going to be a huge buff once that happens. You can see what I mean here as well by the movement again of that monk. I don't know if it's lag, is that how they're meant to move? I've never kind of seen that before with people playing monk. They just kind of seem to be moving like all over the place and invisible in between. I know there are some bugs with some of the monk essences. That's something that I've reported and other players have reported as well, but there doesn't seem to be a fix on that as of yet. One of my warband members, Bookie, who a few of you will know from various videos, someone that I've been playing with for a long time, he actually flagged a bug with me for monk, which can make the gameplay a little bit frustrating for the player as well as other people around them. So that is something that hopefully will get fixed soon. I walked into way too much CC here. I haven't even seen game zone in this match. We were meant to be playing together, but neither of us have managed to like catch up with each other. I think we've both kind of been like dying at opposite times, and then not really being able to trace where we are on the map. Now, one thing that I really would love to see for Battleground Convoy would be if they actually ensure that players that enter together are put on the same team, because that can't be that hard to do, surely. But it is frustrating sometimes with this mode when you're put in different halves of the team, because then you can't actually track where your teammate is. So that's another reason why me and GZ are having a harder time with that today. Now, I think Nabil, or as all of you know him as GZ, I think he's actually planning on doing some more lives over the next few weeks, of Battleground, so you might get to see us playing Battleground Convoy together in those lives, and maybe on voice at some point with him if possible for those matches as well. So yeah, he's been playing a lot of Convoy, a lot more than I have. Obviously we have a new Battleground season that started last week, and I've not done that many matches. I think this was like my 10th match, so I did about 10 matches all of last week, which isn't very much for me normally. Well, normally the start of the season I avoid it for the first 2 weeks, but this time I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do a few matches, and it's kind of frustrating. My only losses in Battleground have been in Battleground Convoy, which obviously is the mode I enjoy the most, so that's what kind of makes it a little bit frustrating. But in the normal Battleground, I've still been getting bot matches because I am still bronze. Not going to be changing bronze rank anytime soon. I'll probably try and get to gold rank again. That's kind of the rank that I'm happy to finish on for Battleground at the end of each season. It's not a huge difference in like gold 1 up to gold 5, so I haven't really bothered pushing it much last season. The last few weeks I haven't played Battleground much. I just haven't had the time. I've been so busy with different content on other socials as well, and obviously trying to make relevant content for my YouTube channel, which is kind of difficult sometimes because when we don't have loads of new things coming to the game, it's hard to always know what to post about. So and you know that I don't do leaks or hearsay when it comes to Diablo Immortal. I like to keep it factual as much as possible, and not talk about dramas and things like that either. So we're super close in this match to actually winning it. Obviously we're down to the sudden death or final death part of the Battleground Convoy, and you can see currently they have more kills than we do, I believe, but our idol is a little bit closer to their heart, and thankfully we did actually win the battle because of that. So first time in a long time that I've had a victory in Battleground Convoy, but I'm definitely not going to be moaning about it. So this was the overall result. I was 4th on my team, so I'm quite happy with that. Only died 4 times, so it could have been a lot worse than that. Didn't have many kills, but we had 11 assists, which is always good to see. Now, I was interested to see this wizard on the enemy team that was top 4 kills. I was looking at their secondary stats. They kind of similar resonance to me, but really high secondaries there on armor and armor pen. I'm guessing it may be someone that's swapped to wizard and they're playing this spam build. I think it's Orof's build, which is based around Mao's build originally that was in PvE. But yeah, still in bronze, not the worst, and 70% win rate. I'm hoping I can keep that up. Maybe get that a little bit higher by the end of the season. Last season, I had my worst ever win rate, and I was actually under 50%, which has never happened in my life before. But that is it from me for this video today. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Let me know how your Battlegrounds are going in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.
Official Diablo Partner.